Namaskar, Chumripsur. Now I will read the address to the nation by the Honorable President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu, on the eve of the 70th Independence Day. My dear fellow citizens, I extend to you all my heartiest Independence Day greetings. I am delighted to see the nation prepare to celebrate the 70th Independence Day. Witnessing the tricolour unfurl on this occasion is an expression of joy of being part of our great nation along with more than 1.4 billion Indian citizens. On 15th of August, in all parts of the country and also abroad, Indians participate in the flag hoisting ceremonies, sing patriotic songs, and distribute sweets. Patriotic and brave souls took immense risk and made supreme sacrifices. We salute their memory. Unifying the diversity of traditions and their expression was Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation and our lodestar. Alongside, there were great leaders like Sardar Patel, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Baba Saheb Ambedkar, as well as Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, and many others. It was a nationwide movement in which all communities participated. Among tribals, there were Tilkaji Manjhi, Birsa Munda, Lakshman Naik, and Fulo Jano, amongst many more whose sacrifices are now being appreciated. We have started celebrating the birth anniversary of Bhagwan Birsa Munda as Janjatiya Gaurav Divas. Celebrations of his 150th birth anniversary next year will be an opportunity to further honor his contribution to the nation's reawakening. My dear fellow citizens, today on August 14th, the nation is observing Vibhajan Vibhishika Smriti Divas, a day to recall partition horrors. As the great nation was divided, millions had to suffer forced migration, lakhs of people lost their lives. We are celebrating the 75th year of our Constitution. The journey of newly independent nation was not without obstacles. Remaining firm on the constitutional ideals of justice, equality, liberty, and fraternity, we are on the mission to enable India to reclaim its rightful position on the global stage. As general elections were held in our country this year, the number of eligible voters stood at nearly 97 crores. This was a historical record, making it the largest electoral exercise humankind has ever witnessed. India's successful conduct of elections strengthens democratic forces around the world. मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, वर्ष 2021 से वर्ष 2024 के बीच 8% की औसत वार्षिक वृद्धि दर हासिल करके भारत सबसे तेज गति से बढ़ने वाली बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्थाओं में शामिल है। इससे न केवल देशवासियों के हाथों में अधिक पैसा आया है, बल्कि गरीबी रेखा के नीचे रहने वाले लोगों की संख्या में भी भारी कमी आई है। जो लोग अभी भी गरीबी से पीड़ित हैं, उनकी सहायता करने के साथ-साथ उन्हें गरीबी से बाहर निकालने के लिए सभी प्रयास जारी हैं। यह हम सभी के लिए गर्व की बात है कि भारत दुनिया की 5वीं सबसे बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था बन गया है और हम शीघ्र ही विश्व की 3 शीर्षस्थ अर्थव्यवस्थाओं में स्थान प्राप्त करने के लिए तैयार हैं। यह सफलता किसानों और श्रमिकों की अथक मेहनत, नीति निर्माताओं और उद्यमियों की दूरगामी सोच तथा देश के दूरदर्शी नेतृत्व के बल पर ही संभव हो सकी है। This rapid but equitable progress has given India a higher status in global affairs. After the successful completion of its G20 presidency, India has consolidated its role as the voice of the global South. India intends to use its influential position to expand the scope of world peace and prosperity. My dear fellow citizens, we must remember the words of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the architect of our Constitution. He had rightly said, and I quote, "We must make political democracy a social democracy as well. Political democracy cannot last unless there lies at the base of it social democracy." Unquote. The term justice, taken in its broadest possible sense, includes a variety of social factors. I would like to stress two of them in particular, namely gender justice and climate justice. I'm glad to note that the government has given equal importance to women's welfare and women's empowerment. The budget allocation for this purpose has more than tripled in the last decade. Their participation in the labor force has increased. The most heartening development on this front has been the increased and the significant improvement in sex ratio at birth. A variety of special government schemes have also been designed, keeping women at the center. Climate change has become a reality. India is proud to be at the forefront of humankind's battle to save the planet from the worst effects of global warming. I also urge all of you to make small but significant and effective changes in your lifestyle and contribute to the cause of dealing with the challenge of climate change. Speaking of justice, let me also mention here that in adopting the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita from July this year, we have removed one more relic of the colonial era. The new code is oriented towards ensuring justice for the victims of crime instead of focusing on punishment alone. I see this change as a tribute to the freedom fighters. मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, आज के युवा हमारी स्वतंत्रता की शताब्दी तक के अमृतकाल को यानी आज से लगभग 1/4 सदी के कालखंड को स्वरूप प्रदान करेंगे। उनकी ऊर्जा और उत्साह के बल पर ही हमारा देश नई ऊंचाइयों तक पहुंचेगा। युवाओं के मनोमस्तिष्क को विकसित करना तथा परंपरा एवं समकालीन ज्ञान के सर्वश्रेष्ठ आयामों को ग्रहण करने वाली नई मानसिकता का निर्माण करना हमारी प्राथमिकता है। युवा प्रतिभा का समुचित उपयोग करने के लिए सरकार ने कौशल, रोजगार तथा अन्य अवसरों के सुलभ बनाने की पहल की है। रोजगार और कौशल के लिए प्रधानमंत्री की 5 योजनाओं के माध्यम पर 5 वर्षों में 4 करोड़ 10 लाख युवाओं को लाभ मिलेगा। सरकार ने एक नई पहल से 5 वर्षों में 1 करोड़ युवा अग्रणी कंपनियों में इंटर्नशिप करेंगे। ये सभी कदम विकसित भारत के निर्माण में आधारभूत योगदान देंगे। Our achievements in the field of digital applications, for example, are being used as templates in other countries. In recent years, India has made unprecedented advances in space exploration. Along with all of you, I also eagerly look forward to the launch of Gaganyaan mission next year, which will take a team of Indian astronauts into space abroad, India's first human spaceflight. The world of sports is another arena in which the country has made great progress in the last decade. The government has rightly prioritized the development of sports infrastructure, and it's showing results. The Indian contingent put up its best efforts in the recently concluded Paris Olympic Games. In cricket, India won the T20 World Cup to the great joy of a large number of fans. In chess, our prodigies have made the country proud. This is said to be the beginning of an Indian era in chess. In badminton, tennis, and other sports, our youngsters are making a mark on the world stage. Their achievement have inspired the next generation too. मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, मैं सेनाओं के उन बहादुर जवानों को विशेष बधाई देती हूँ जो अपनी जान को जोखिम उठाते हुए हमारी स्वतंत्रता की रक्षा करते हैं। मैं पुलिस और सुरक्षा बलों के कर्मियों को बधाई देती हूँ जो पूरे देश में सतर्कता बनाए रखते हैं। मैं न्यायपालिका और सिविल सेवाओं के सदस्यों के साथ साथ विदेशों में नियुक्त हमारे दूतावासियों के कर्मचारियों को भी अपनी शुभकामनाएं देती हूँ। हमारे प्रवासी समुदाय को मेरी शुभकामनाएं। आप सब हमारे परिवार का सदस्य हैं, हिस्सा है। आपने अपनी उपलब्धियों से हमें गौरवान्वित किया है। आप सब विदेशों में भारत की संस्कृति और विरासत का गर्व के साथ प्रतिनिधित्व करते हैं। एक बार फिर मेरी ओर से सभी को स्वाधीनता दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय भारत।